At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gamecocks offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Gets open down the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. They'll try the right side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to throw. Snags it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. Second and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Brosmer. Finds his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the 1st.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, the design QB run is now a staple play in college football, and it's because they get more blockers involved. And when you got athletes like this playing the quarterback position, it's a no-brainer. Just let him go do work. You saw on that play.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, 4th down.
And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Feeling some heat. Keeps the play. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Glenn.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
enough to add another.
They're calling for the extra point.
And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trying to get to it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He makes the connection. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the first.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Discards a man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Here's the handoff. Tackled, but he has a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now on second down. Taylor has it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spencer. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll go to the counter. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pop the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. To the air, it's Brosmer. He's got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Spencer. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Brown. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man quickly. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. One more snap coming before halftime.
Timeout, South Carolina.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. The give is to Taylor. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
At the 18-yard line. Third down coming up.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's McDowell. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Back to the air one more time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Jackson. Stopped after making the catch. Second down coming up. He'll pull it on the read. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's McDowell. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Taylor has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Brosmer. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Give to the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
They get to the line quickly. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
and the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Looking for room, it's Sanders. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Number 3.
That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
South Carolina, 28. Minnesota.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. after misfiring, it's second down. They move the tight end all over. Power football with the run. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Third down coming up.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long through the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Brosmer. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Sanders. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanders. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the Gamecocks get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. And they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. We got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll try to run for it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Looking for space, it's Sanders. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-game land.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good.
That makes the score South Carolina 31, Minnesota 27.
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Brosmer. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Second down coming up.